these decks traditionally extremely horrible, but for some reason I just feel like this is really good in the format right now, and I want to give it a try. Got one in Nashville and one in Columbia. Yeah, they're both really far from me. All right, so let's give it a try. So here's the deck list one last time. Let's just jump into a match and hope that I don't play it miserably. Maybe if I get crushed bad enough in this league, it'll make me go back to Teferi, which I think is what most people watch my stream for to begin with. No, it has 0 game, though Jorah's really, really fun. Alright, we'll keep this in. Got some of our best cards in it. Got some bad cards in it too. Boom. So hopefully we get paired a bunch of poopy little green decks. That is today's go. Might attack with one of these next turn because of the Charter Course, but probably won't. Rip. Alright. JK. We're attacking with one of these. We just want to hit our land that bad. No land, you say? Alright, well, this game's probably over. Felt like we were probably in great shape if we just hit a land that turn. Chain Whirler does nothing. Saw 4 lands in our top 17 cards, but they didn't line up in the right manner. Land? Can we concede yet? Tilt. Cool, our opponent's playing a very bad magic card for this deck. It'd be so much better if this was just Chandra. They do have basic swamps. Alright, well you can have another Heart of Kiran. They have like 1 swamp and sometimes some scavenging grounds. Generally just grounds are in the side, but... Hey, now, what's up, my man? We'll throw a little homie here under the bus. Land? Hey, it's a land. Magic's able to be played, at least. We're definitely going to get rid of that. I guess we're going to get rid of this, because why not? Who cares if he has it? Attack Karn, because we're the best around and nobody's ever going to take us down. I agree, Loco Dope. You're the one suggesting the deck, though, not me. So if they have a murderous thingy, the game's just over. And that pretty much kills this too. It'll make it very hard to win now. Alright, well, they don't have a murderous thingy, so it's actually kind of good for us. That happens a pretty large amount of the time, I think. You can has another mountain, friendo. I assume he's just going to throw this under the bus because he has one already. We're going to go down to 2 here, which is like basically dead. Oh, he can't save his... I guess he can still. Counters. We can't attack Karn here because he can just crew the Heart of Kiran 4 times, and then we don't get to gain any life, so we have to attack his face. We don't have another option if we actually want to gain life. And we have to gain this 6 life to even have a chance. Because it's a better magic card. So I assume we still just can't win, but like that was our only chance at all. A murder boat kills us on board. Yeah, that's a murder boat, so we're just dead. We go down to 5. He crews here for 3. Even if we block, we take 7. Alright, well, we're dead. Alright, well, we definitely want these. I think we actually want these in this match. I think we want these more than we want Fumigates. I'm not sure if we want negates or not. Like, they have like a lot of bad spells that I don't really care about. I'll take these out too. Yeah, I'm just not going to bring the negates in. Hey Neil, what's up, man? The main reason is I think having access to Settle the Wreckage and Fumigates is just better against all the green decks that are in the format. Yeah, but like, how many games in testing have you lost where you've resolved a Chandra? Seems to me like Chandra's just a better magic card than Karn when you're comparing the two. And they fight for the same slot. Like, I think I would rather have 4 Chandras before I had the first Karn. But maybe I'm just wrong about that. Still think I'd just rather have like 4-2 or 4-1 or 4-0. Ah, I got something on my glasses. Great. Alright, let's see if we can draw 3 lands this game. Alright, we'll keep this hand. Esper Control. I thought about playing a Bant deck tonight. I saw one that looked pretty interesting. Multiple on 1 is so much worse, but the way I look at that is, if they don't kill the first one, I'm just winning that game anyway, so then I don't know how much worse it is. Opponent F6 for their first turn. That's wild. Just like basically all of the green creatures. Like, Llanowar Elf lets those decks get makes those decks so much faster that I think I just like having stuff versus all of them. I'm just going to cast this turn. I don't care if I throw something in my graveyard here. I guess we're just going to press F6. That's the main reason. I guess he's going to show us an Abrade or something. I'm not sure if I care or if I'm going to play around it. Just don't think I'm going to play around it. I guess I am going to play around it. Why not? I choose you. Alright. Care less about a Abrade now. I'm just going to spend multiple turns trying to refurbish things. Should have took the Angel, you think? What deck do I think has the best current matchups across the board? Probably mono red aggro. Not sure what this card does here. Guess he's going to Abrade this and we don't care about that. Oh. Thought we were pretty locked in on being able to get it when we hit the second one of these. I guess you're probably right, though. Is this worth doing this? No, it's not worth doing that right now. It's worth doing this. It's just not worth doing any of that crap. They definitely appear pretty dead, I concur. And by pretty dead, I mean we're just going to cast out this and kill them with the 2 7/7s. Alright, well, opponent skipped his turn 2, and he was probably a play mistake. Probably a play mistake. Opponent casually skipped turn 2. Think I want to Fumigate on the draw? No, I don't. Screw Fumigate. Just going to run it back. I don't know how to sideboard this match very well. Yeah, it certainly was not good for them, was it? Oh, wow. This hand's terrible. Yeah, well, I guess we at least get to cast some spells this game. Don't think I want you. Yes, kill them. Let's take a peek at what we're looking at here. That's a pretty cool picture. Well, at least this mana is a little as messed up as mine, it appears. Guess I'm just going to discard this one. Turn 1's for chumps. Can't believe people want to play their turn ones. I guess I'm gonna play this one. So I don't want you. I'll dump one of you two, I guess. Hey, he didn't F6 this turn. That means he's going to kill this. Oh, wow, he didn't. Taught me a lesson. Learned me good. He learned me, y'all. Chandra tick up and I get sad. No, he's Chandra ticked up. The only time Chandra's good, in my opinion. I just want to cast all of my spells right now. Guess we'll play this. Don't think that card's particularly good versus me, but it's certainly good in this spot. Give you something to kill. There's a good chance I'm going to need all of these lands, I think. That's not that bad for me, I guess. I think there's about no chance this is going to not get killed. Oh no, there's an Abrade. They're down to 2 cards. Well, 3 with their draw step. Hopefully they don't have a second Abrade. JK, I guess it doesn't matter when we draw like that. Literally 2 cards in our deck we can't cast. We hit one of them. Pretty bad for us, right? I'd say we're pretty close to dead now. I think even if we hit, we probably lose at this point. Well, the set on the wreckage gives us some hope. He's got this thing in his graveyard, though, so... Like, he literally just has to have land, and we're dead. That was land 1. So all he has to do is draw an untapped land and the game's over. That being said, we probably have no out. Is this better just to play this thing? Plays around a braid or something. Alright, well hopefully they don't have an untapped land. The odds of that are probably pretty low. And even if they don't have an untapped land, that means everything in their hand's going to be like murder boats and braids and stuff like that, so the odds of us gaining a life are like significantly low. So right now they just have to have a murder boat and the game's over as well. Fun time, Mr. Godfarrow. We've definitely not did it yet. I said it's pretty hard for him not to have one of those spells, and any of those spells kill us. Hover over the concede button. Hopefully they don't slow roll. Yeah. I guess we'll wait and see. Maybe they miss it. Kind of tilting. They took like an extra long pause there, but whatever. Our draw was horrendous. Could care less what's in your hand. Way to show off your hand. I still got all these that I died to a million spells and you just didn't have them. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's a pretty hard match, though. This hand's horrendous. I guess we keep it. It's pretty terrible. Not going to keep a hand that just doesn't do anything till turn 5, though. Opponent's mulliganing to 5. To the bottom you go, Mr. Non-Land. Fun times. Looks like we're going to get screwed yet. This is going to be the 3 out of 4 of our games that we've not actually got to play. Pretty fine blocking here. Just don't want to take any damage I don't have to. It's our last energy anyway. We need something in our graveyard in case we ever do get to the refurbish. Uh-oh. See, Sanders a chance. I have no idea. For some reason I feel like they said the 15th, but the 15th doesn't make sense. So it's probably Tuesday. Or more realistically, it's probably next Thursday. It's probably like the 18th. Wasn't a large fan of the teams though, so kind of lost a lot of interest when I just saw the teams. Oh, 15th is Tuesday? What the hell is today? Oh, apparently today's Thursday. Had no idea today was Thursday. That's what you get when you've been sick all week. I definitely thought this was Wednesday. Thought we just turned into Wednesday. I guess we're going to be holding up a cast down or something? Oh, never mind. You can have a planes. Fun times. Guess we'll keep the land. Could have dumped a refurbished there, but screw doing things like that. So our opponent has white in his deck. Wait. I definitely meant to give him the Heart of Kirin. So I gave him the planes by accident. I guess I gave him the planes by accident. I'm not excited to see the standard because, one, I don't think anybody's going to be playing their best decks. I just don't think anybody cares. Nobody's going to be playing like the decks that they would take to the Pro Tour. And two, like, almost all of those teams are just not going to try to win. Like, they just don't care. Alright, well, I guess you get another planes then, since I've already given you a planes. I don't think they're going to be trying to win, so if they're not trying to win, it defeats almost all the purpose to me. I guess they have a cast out. Seems hard to believe that they don't have something here. I think I'm just going to grab the Champion of Wits. How insane is it to just grab the Champion of Wits? Whatever I grab doesn't actually kill that, so... Guess we'll attack Karn. Why would they be trying to win? Any of the professional teams, like showing how they sideboard or showing their best decks and stuff like that, are like they're physically lowering not only their own percentage and their team's percentage at the Pro Tour. Like there's just like take Matt, right? I don't know which of Matt's friends are currently qualified for the Pro Tour, but like assume Pete Ward and right now? What the hell? It's not muted. What the hell? You should be able to hear me. It's frustrating if you can't hear me. I guess we're keeping this one then. So I'm back now. Guess I'm supposed to get the angel this time. Also, like, if you look at the Modern Super League and the Vintage Super League, you can tell it's just like not all of those teams are trying. Like, there's just way too many fun decks in it, and that's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's definitely a different crowd of people, a crowd of people that are probably larger than the crowd of people I'm in. It's just not super interesting to me specifically. I don't even think most of those teams are capable of trying hard. Not even sure that all of those teams are capable of trying hard. The competition seemed pretty weak in it. We gotta assume at some point we're going to hit another good spell. I don't know if they've posted them, but somebody read their email off on a stream and listed them all. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I assume it's been posted somewhere. Thank you, Alex. Like, Play Design and the Star Cities team are the only two teams that I think are going to be trying their hardest. They do get a little more competitive, and that'll be after the Pro Tour, but I don't know. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just they're catered towards people who like different things about the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not saying that as an insult. No, I do not. Their name is the Brew Crew. Like, they never play good decks. None of those guys do. Even though they're all talented players, they like to brew. It's just what they enjoy, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not trying to say it like it comes off as like I'm trying to sound insulting, and I'm not trying to sound insulting at all. I don't mean it that way. All right, well, I guess I play this one. At some point, we're going to hit, right? We're going to hit another GPG or something. Definitely sounds like I'm trying to be insulting, but guess we'll take this one. I promise we're not going to mill ourselves before we find another angel. Aha! I was right. We did not mill ourselves before we found another angel. Can I just start ignoring Karn now? Yeah, we're done caring about Karn. Karn, don't bother me. Shoo, Karn, don't bother me. I should have played Hostile Desert and just probably like loaded up both Hostile Deserts next turn, but I probably cared about Karn about one too many turns that game as it was. We are down to 14 cards. Opponent come out of the corner with a Rivulet and get us real good. Maybe we should have just played blue-white control. I actually like this deck. I think this deck's good. Um, I think Anticipate would give blue white another tool. It would give 3-color decks a better way of like smoothing their mana out. I have no idea if it was legit because I've not even saw it. Like this is the first I've heard of it, so don't know where it come from or anything like that. So it's hard for me to have any, knowledge at all how legit it sounds or doesn't sound. What do we got going on now? Ooh, that's a good card. I didn't think Anticipate was particularly good last time, but I did think it was one of the things that helped smooth out those 3-color decks draws. Guess I'm just going to play this one. Alright, they're done. I guess it's because they can block 2 things and take a million, but... so what do I want versus black-white token bros? Just don't want anything. Just feel pretty Gucci. Let's get rid of these things, I guess. Could bring in Negate because it's like really, really good versus history, but I feel like I'm going to be tapping out on my turn 2 so often that it doesn't matter. What if I'm supposed to bring in this Angel of Sanctions? This Angel of Sanctions just seems right. I think Negate's actually strong in this match, but like if I'm planning on casting a Charter Course or Strategic Planning on every turn 2, then I feel like the card that I most commonly want to negate isn't something I'm going to be able to negate. It depends on how many of that blue-white deck's running around. Like, it's one of the better sideboard cards versus the blue-white deck because it gets both their counter spells, their Teferis, and their Torrential Gearhulks. It just all depends on how many of that blue-white deck's running around. If there's none of that blue-white deck running around, then you don't need Jace's Defeat at all. It's okay in like mirror matches and okay versus blue-black as well. But I would say that it's not great because I have not been getting paired versus the blue-white decks very frequently. I haven't been getting paired versus the blue-black decks very frequently either. I think there was that one day where we got paired versus a couple of them and like they jumped from like $14 to $18 or whatever before they started going back down. But that's about it. I didn't watch the night's game. I didn't even know the Celtics had won. That is news to Old Ray. Old Ray had no idea. I don't think it'll be a particularly good series. I think it'll be like 5 or 6 games, and pretty much the Cleveland's just gonna like row them or something. This sounds fine. It's not great, but it's fine. But that would be my guess. Uh-oh, they have the fast draw. That's not good for us. It's pretty hard for the games to be competitive when, like, LeBron James is king. I don't think I would ever side it out. Pretty sure I would side it out in 0 of the matches. I guess we'll keep this one. We drew Settled Wreckage, so if his hand's a medium, maybe we get him with it, but like he gets to attack us for a minimum of 6 or a minimum of 12 more damage. Oh, alright, well we're just dead. We have to be able to draw a chump blocker practically this turn? That's not a chump blocker at all. Those are also not chump blockers. Yep, opponent had a good draw. 1, 2, 3. Smash, smash, smash. We missed all 8 of our creatures that cost 3 or less mana. So what's our chances now? Like, he makes a medium attack next turn, and we get to settle, and then the following turn we cast Fumigate. Is that our one chance? Well, never mind. There's a Doomfall, so now we have to top deck a settle into Fumigate. Wonder if I'm ever supposed to concede right now before he gets to see my hand. It's definitely hard to beat a deck that curves out like this, no matter what deck it is. Goodbye, bro. Boom, got me. Settle? That's not a settle. We will bluff a settle. He can't possibly mess this up, but maybe he'll show us another card. It's 4 lethal attackers. Alright, he attacked with 2 and I'm dead. Bring these back in on the draw. I think having access to most of these on the draw is fine. We're often going to want to cast more than one anyway. Sorry, on the play rather. I know I said draw like 3 times there, but I meant on the play. Monday is the 13th. It's a Sunday. hand seems okay. 2 casual 7 drops. Have their 1 drop again. Snap keep to Champion of Wits. It's a really good player. Thought I pressed F6, but apparently I didn't. Have a very good hand this game. Hopefully our opponent doesn't mess it up too badly. Opponent's playing real slow, and I'm not sure why. What do we have? Double refurbish? Uh-oh. That hurts. That hurts. Maybe I should have kept that land, because it seems like there's going to be a good chance that we have to hardcast this GPG this game. Also feels like we're just going to find our lands in other manners, though. I actually don't have a lot of turns left. He'll probably make us discard the GPG before then anyway. Maybe there's an argument for to throw the Minister in the graveyard just so we'd have something to guaranteed flashback, but I don't know if that was worth it. Switch opponent to play faster. He's like almost 8 minutes behind on the clock, and he's certainly making less decisions. We're in round 2, game 2, and we're at about 50 minutes because of the pace of play. La 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 la. It took opponent almost 2 minutes to make that play. The most obvious play in the world? Which one of these do I want? I guess I want this one. Well, we're hurting pretty bad. You also had the old 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop 2 games in a row in a deck that only even has 4 1-drops and 8 2-drop. Well, he may have left the Knights in, but I doubt it. He may have left the Scroungers in, but I doubt it. That's why I'm saying 8. He technically has 12 2-drops. Basically, it's like mathematically improbable to get this draw every turn, but that's fine. Just when you have it, play it quicker. If we draw one of our last 2 refurbishes, which we're not very likely to draw, or we draw like a Fumigate, we're probably still in really good shape. So we have like 5 pretty reasonable draws, but we probably need to hit one of them or we're probably dead. I wonder how many more times I can say the word probably. It really has taken like 3 minutes and change now. So this is game 3. Did I say game 2 a second ago? I believe this is game 3. Didn't we win a game? Sure. Guess they're gonna play Karn or something? That's not a Karn. Oh god. Wait. It just makes Fumigate so good. RIP. Alright, well, trying to stay alive. So we have nothing good in our hand. We have 3 blockers, so we're not even dead if he has a cast out or his own angel. We're getting pretty close to dead, though. We're certainly going to have something soon. And by soon, I mean we may have to find something good this exact next turn. Which I don't really even know what that could be at this point. Like 2 Fumigates in our deck, but like Fumigate's not even wonderful anymore. It's still fine, but it's not great. 2 Refurbish in our deck, but we don't even have a creature in our graveyard as of yet. Say it's going to be real hard for us here, but yes, I played the card game in paper. Yes, I have a fairly large collection. Kind of more of a collector than a player, but yeah, I do play some. Do. Opponent, you are slow. So it has 3 cards in his hand too that aren't lands. I do not have a webcam, and I look like Jabba the Hutt, so probably never buying a webcam. Unfortunately, I don't think opponent could time out if he tried. It would be hard to not be able to finish this game in 5 minutes. Like, he's just too close to winning. Why are you dead? Being dead is not fun. There's like all sorts of cool stuff in this world to experience, like ice cream and graham crackers and more graham crackers. And more graham crackers. Uh-oh, opponent's under the 5-minute mark. Don't quote me on this, but I think he had like 12.5 minutes when he cast his history 3 turns ago or whatever. So he's made 1 attack and cast 2 Toolcraft Exemplars since then. I highly, highly approve of that to 10th degree. That is, that's just next leveling your graham crackers. Kind of just want to double block it, but I guess we'll just single block. If opponent has another history, then we're going to have to hit one of our bros. Eek! Well, we're just dead. Alright, so our only out at this moment is basically Fumigate and Settle. So is there any reason to mill myself? Sure. Let's see if we can hit some Fumigates and Settles. Sweet, we didn't. Well, that's not helpful either. Alright, you could be a Settle, I guess. So, if you block here, you block here, you block here, you're still attacking with, like, 1,000,000. So, Settle really my only out here? I feel like Settle's really my only out here. I have 2 of them in the deck, so I guess we're going to hold the Irrigated Farmlands, that way he can't. I like Vanilla the most, but I guess we're going to hold the Irrigated Farmlands because I can't think of another spell that would matter to play during our main phase. And I don't want to get Doomfalled. So, with this trigger on the stack, we'll use this to look for a cast out or a settle, but so I have like 4 outs here. That's not one of them. There's no chance he's playing around anything. He's on 0% chance to play around anything. Also messed up here. I should have left a Rivulet untapped. Not leaving the Rivulet untapped was a pretty big play mistake. Alright, if you attack with those, I'm not dead. You have to attack with at least 1 more. I think if you're going to attack with 5 of them, you might as well attack with all of them. Because you're basically saying I either win the game or I lose the game, on whether you have it. The reason that I think I should have left a Reveal It untapped is because I could have used it at the end of turn to try to hit Angel of Invention to my graveyard. And if we got an Angel of Invention in our graveyard, next turn we would have had a chance to draw a Refurbish or an untapped land for this God Pharaoh's Gift and then get Attacking Angel into play. And getting Attacking Angel into play is like a pretty good life swing there. Alright, so I guess we block. So basically it just gave us more opportunities to put something big in our graveyard. We wouldn't have been able to hit a land. I misspoke because like this land would be gone, but... But we still could hit a Refurbish. Hey Buttons, thanks for the host, my friend. Oh, he had a Scavenging Ground, so I guess it doesn't matter now. We're just pretty SOL at this point. I just want to turn this thing into a 4-3. Turn it into a 4-3. Just assume that he crews and attacks with everything. Could throw this under the bus here. Hit that there. Gain 4, not be dead. If I make 2 1-1s, or sorry, 2 2-2s. Can't ever attack with my thing. I'm just gonna make servos. It's a little bit better versus cast out or whatever, but I think I'm still dead versus most of those spells anyway. Pretty sure if he kills the angel, we're basically dead. Again. We'd have 4 blockers and he'd only have 5 attackers, so like maybe we wouldn't. What if I'm supposed to attack with the angel just to make him spend 2 seconds? Alright, so he's going to kill our graveyard, but there's nothing in our graveyard, so we're not too concerned about that. I'm curious to see what the last card in his hand is, because the last card in his hand and the card he's drawing are both pretty relevant in this spot. Looks like he drew nothing. Or he was waiting till combat or something. To like, really get us. I don't know. Seems weird. Like these are pretty easy blocks. I guess he could have Walking Ballista. Do we care if he has Walking Ballista? Like, putting the angel in the graveyard can't be that bad for us, right? I think this kills everything on his side of the table and gives us a 2-point lifelink. Or 2-point life leech. While playing around the one thing. Also puts angel in the graveyard. Boom. Counters. Attack for half your life. Yeah, I don't think opponent's going to win via the clock now. He's going to have a pretty good spell this turn. We have a Rivulet to try to hit another relevant spell as well. Opponent said, didn't think that would happen. Give him the OGG. Yeah, definitely I thought we were dead this game for a while. Alright, well, we earned it. Oh god. We were like 49 minutes into that match and it lasted another 17 minutes. Oh, good god. By the way, for anybody who come from Button Stream that likes what you're seeing, click that follow button. We stream every single day, almost always standard. Sometimes if we're feeling bad or we don't have much time, we'll toss in the sexy MTGO Arena stream. But yeah, give us a follow. Then we can dance like there's no tomorrow. If I danced, there probably would be no tomorrow. My heart would just explode because I'm like, I'm real fat. Just really fat. Have no idea, Jakar. This is our first league with the deck, but I would imagine, considering we have so many counterspells in our sideboard, that we're probably a small favorite, but have no idea whether that is remotely accurate. But I would say that we are a pretty... Say we're a dog pre-board and a slight favorite post-board. Alright, well I guess we're going to keep this one. We're going to top deck Champion of Wits because it's one of those type of days. Eek! Our opponent's got good spells. 1, 2, 3. At least their deck can 1, 2, 3 fairly often. It's not that unlucky that this opponent's doing it. What do we got here? Minister or something that can block? No, none of you can block. I don't know about you guys, but I'm dead. Guess I'm just going to take this one. I assume there is no out for the home team here. Oh, it gets worse. They played their entire hand already. Didn't they mulligan twice and have this hand? Or am I just crazy? Yeah, they did mulligan twice. Wow, that's a ridiculous mulligan. Right on time, Champion of Wits. We appreciate you coming to the party. By the way, for anybody who doesn't know, we're dead. Discard you. Discard you. Play you. We're what we like to call in the business super dead, which isn't just dead, but it's like when you're like really, really, really dead. You're like so dead that you like try to dance. Hey Yoda, good morning. Maybe our opponent will not kill us. That would be swell. We're not dead on board either, but I'm just whining. Eek! That's a pretty good one. Beaumont Courier's a pretty good one. Oh wait, they have more? Okay, no, they don't have more. They're just pumping something. Thank goodness. Oh, wait. What the heck is this? Oh. It's a good movie. Alright, so we're at 3. If we use this, we go to 6. They lose their board. Maybe they can't crew this. If we play this, we go to 9. They don't lose their board. They may spend like 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't think they kill us either way, do they? Which one is the technically better play here? I really just want to cast Fumigate, but it feels like more things can go wrong if I cast Fumigate. Like, it feels like the GPG may not be successful on a later turn. Because if we just hit a Braid on a turn past this, then like maybe the GPG never works. So if we Fumigate, we're going to 6 and we're guaranteed taking 4, so we're basically at 2. So like any shock or anything kills us. Sorry, I'm sneezing. I think I like getting the 6/6. Give me 1 second, guys. Definitely made a play error. If I was casting the Refurbish here, I should have played the Irrigated Farmlands. I think it's pretty hard for them to kill a 6/6 as well. I can like Fumigate next turn too, can't I? And again, I'm still choking, so I'm gonna have to mute the mic again. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I was choking to death. There's a good chance that it's hard for him to beat the Angel, but who knows? We can always cast Fumigate on this next turn, too. Depending upon what they do. Dead to Hazoret land? Yeah, we would be. Wait, Hazoret can't attack. You can crew the Heart of Kiran, though. So I guess we're not dead to that. Got a lot of options. Apparently I have been sent a photo. A photo that has white bordered basics in it. Seems like it has disallows with just 16 lands. A bunch of cards I can't read because of the glare. I see no white cards in the deck. Oh, apparently here's the white cards. Splashing for Lyra. Someone is a maniac. PPTQ? I would take blue-white. It's the deck that I know the best, and I feel like the players at a PPTQ aren't going to outplay me. If blue-white wasn't an option, I would probably play... I would play Sultai Snake. Even though nobody's playing Sultai Snake. I think that's where I'd be. I'd play blue-white though, especially at a PPTQ. Azcanta is actually really good in this deck. It's just not been good versus our opponents. Like, it's not great versus match. Or, not great versus aggro decks, and this is our third aggro opponent in a row. Yeah, Snakes definitely need Servants and not... Or, sorry, Sultai definitely needs Servants, not Land of Wars. You need the energy and the mana from them. Like, it's both relevant. I guess his plan here is to spend all his mana and kill this, and I think I'm fine with that. Maybe this block's bad, but it kind of like wastes his entire turn and lets us get a Fumigate Elf. Which seems okay. If he just uses an Abrade or a Lightning Strike or a Shock, it's a lot worse, but like maybe he'll add to the board and make the Fumigate better. I've not saw enough of a deck like that to be able to give you an honest answer. Alright, well, I think I want to kill this card. We have a Champion of Wits in the graveyard, so I'm just going to do this. Mainly because I want to kill Deshandra. I guess we'll put that one in the graveyard. And we'll put that one in the graveyard. I gave advice. I said I play blue-white control. I think Elf is good in Soul. I've just not saw a Sultai mid-range deck. Feel like we stole that game. Didn't feel to me like we were particularly close to winning that game, and then we just like won. Which makes me feel like a champion. Makes me feel like little Hercules. I think Sultai Snake's still strong. Matthew Folks seems to think the red-black deck's strong, so like maybe it is. I'm not a fan of Karn, but... Oh. Well, we're certainly mulliganing this hand. If our opponent hadn't mulliganed the 5 that last game, I think we would have just got absolutely destroyed. Alright, we'll keep it. It's not great. I'm not going to keep an island. I'm afraid of them having Scavenging Grounds, and we were going to have 7 mana next turn, so we could just hardcast it. But mostly because I was afraid of Scavenging Grounds. I guess we'll take the farmland. It is white mana. Oh wow, they have another pretty strong hand. I probably shouldn't have. That's probably an oversight by me. I read an article the other day that said you never take out Azcanta no matter what. And I think they're insane, but what do I know? Alright. Well, hopefully he just blindly attacks of everything and then our Angel of Invention's good, but who knows? No, don't just attack with two things. That's significantly worse for me. Well, they said you shouldn't take them out in Blue-White Approach or Drakehaven or anything. I forget who wrote the article though. Boom. Give us them servos, baby. Because at this point, you didn't sack that Beaumont Courier, you have to have the goods. Kind of interesting. Oh gosh, not a Glorybringer. Okay, well, we're not dead. Not being dead's better than being dead. I view it as flat out wrong too, but it did not leave up a Braid Mana. It's one of the reasons I don't think Glorybringer and stuff's good in matches like this. Like, you'd think Glorybringer, like, if that's the best Glorybringer ever does, it just doesn't feel to me like it's that great. He can still easily just, like, have a Murder Boat and, like, attack us for 1,000,000. Like things aren't going great for us right now. He's got the Braid too. Yeah, we're probably just dead then. But you never know. I don't think I'm going to flip it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess we are going to flip it, aren't we? It's kind of interesting. Ugh. Alright, well, let's see what we hit. We're at 4 here. That doesn't seem like that does too much. Actually, that just kills us, doesn't it? Yeah, that just kills us. Unless we hit settle. And he's attacking with both, unfortunately. None of those are settle. So I'll take this one just in case he messes up. Give him an opportunity to at least mess up. Alright, well, we're dead. Yeah, I don't think Azcanta's very good. I'd rather just have more of these other things. He's going to play Glorybringer. I think I want the other cast out too. You may notice that since we switched to a deck that struggles a little bit versus aggro decks, we just got paired versus mono aggro decks. Like, where were these matches when we were playing the green deck that can't lose to this red stuff? I know this is less good when they're playing like Infinite Chandras and stuff. We did. Oh. Yeah, the second one, possibly, but I thought we needed to gain a lot of life that turn. Well, that's a simple choice. Can you beat the turn 3 Nutter Butters? I have to play something this turn. Wah, 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 wah. I think I'm just going to go for this one. Kind of just want to play the champion here. Champion has to be better, right? So let's just set up for a second GPG next turn? Or do we just go ahead and lock in our 6 points of life gain and make him waste this turn? I'm fine with locking in 6 points of life gain and making him waste this turn. If he'd had so little mana, I would have definitely done the champion plan. But he can't kill this and this. Like, he can't kill both of these spells. So no matter what, I'm getting a GPG activation next turn. We're going to throw this in the graveyard. I guess I'm going to throw one of these in the graveyard. Hey, we hit no creature. We have some things going on, but... Excuse me. I gotta clean my glasses off again. What is that? That's a Bringer of Glory. Boo, 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 boo. He's gonna attack with both. I guess I'm gonna settle. If not, I'm probably just gonna take 4. Yeah, well, we drew nothing. We drew something. Guess we make servos of this one. So we die to a... What do we die to? Murder Bolt plus something's pretty good versus this is all I know. Rip. Alright, well, at least we're not dead. We're just basically dead. actually really bad for us. Huh. It's pretty bad for us. Am I supposed to fumigate here? I go up to 5 and then I die if he's got like a bra. A bro. Maybe I was supposed to settle the turn I didn't. Then again, if I'd settled that turn, I wouldn't have hit anything for like a million years, right? So we cast Fumigate, we're dead to Chandra. We're just like dead on board to Chandra. I guess we have to Fumigate. I mean, maybe not, but we had no action going on at all, right? Do we just win the game if we went those draw steps without finding another creature? I'm just gonna cast Fumigate. Huh. Like a million things kill us. That kills us as well. So practically the whole deck killed us. We could have lost that game to turn that I just cycled a bunch of stuff. I felt we were so far ahead that turn, though, that I thought it was fine just taking 4 damage. I'd like to stop getting paired versus these red decks, please. That's pretty easy keep. Sure it did. He could crew the heart and pump the heart. Alright, so they're the faster GPG deck. That's not good for us. I mean, potentially, but like we also wouldn't have hit a creature as quickly as we did either. And he had a bunch of cards in his hand, and almost all of his cards can kill our stuff cleanly 1 for 1. Like, there's no way that champion's winning the game. Whether it done 8 more damage, I don't know if that's even relevant. Fun. I don't know why we're sitting here. I messed up. I'm supposed to activate this now, but... right on time. Let's undo that. It's technically better to do this first. Alright, we hit a creature. So, put that one in our graveyard. I don't think our deck beats their deck. Their deck just combos too easily, and our deck just does like random amounts of ambient damage. That generally doesn't seem like it matters. They also have cards like this. But they're pretty much always faster. I really don't think so. I'm nearly 100% on the blue-red side. I didn't flip it on turn 3. To be honest, I forgot. We'd had to top deck a land, and we had to hit really hard. Just the fact we might not even get another turn. Like, we often just don't even get another turn in this spot. We had basically our best draw possible. That's 5 creatures in his graveyard already. He's got some combat celebrants in his hand. We don't even get another turn. Combat celebrant in plays. Pretty good too. Guess I want to play this. Guess that was a mistake. I could have hit a champ or a minister. Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake. So we're just dead, right? So weird. Block. Thought that card was pretty important for him, so I find that weird. Because we're getting a second GPG next turn, and if we put the champion in, we guarantee to get 2 cards. If we put the angel in, we may not. I have to assume if he's making this block, the game's over. Find it unlikely we survive past this turn. Yep, the game's over. He's got 3 combat celebrants. He has 3 combat celebrants. How are we not dead? We're just dead, right? I don't know why he didn't block. I don't know why he blocked last turn. He had to have another way to put something in the graveyard. What? I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm 100% blocking, right? Does recycling it even matter? Recycling it's not getting him anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Why is everybody saying no? I should have used a minister. Yeah, but his combats don't matter. Do they? What does his combats ever do right now? Like, the combats just don't do anything. Well, I know that, I just don't know that that matters. I have to block that one. And maybe I don't know how to play the deck. Pretty sure I was dead last turn. I don't understand this game. Like, ain't I just dead? Guess I could have took the damage and mine gets bigger, but I don't want him to gain an additional point of life. I feel like I played this game real bad. Alright, well, we don't need these anymore. Think we need these. Think we need these. Think we need these. I'm actually not a fan of negate in this match, but like maybe I'm supposed to have negate. I feel like their thing comes down so early that our negates don't do much. No, we had the second angel. I just don't like negates. Yeah, I play Blue-White Gift really, really bad. It's one of the reasons I always try to avoid it. Sand's not keepable, is it? Yeah, we'll ship it. Wonder if the Dinger's still playing. He is not. I guess I'll keep that. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Hmm. Well, Azcanto's worth that. How many counterspells does he have in his hand if Azcanto's worth a negate? Am I supposed to take Minister there because I can cast it this turn? It stops me from using Refurbish. That's the big thing it does. Like turns off Refurbish. He's down to one card. He does have a Rivulet. Well, we're set up pretty decently this game. Kind of surprised he didn't use the Rivulet. That makes my cast out significantly worse. Yeah, I'm just gonna cycle the damn thing then. Odd time to do that. What did you just do? Casting a braid on my minister? Still only has one creature in his graveyard? Yeah, two creatures in his graveyard. Three creatures in his graveyard? Four creatures. That would have gave him another sacrifice. I guess he doesn't have red mana though. Another artifact? I do not. I choose you. Well, they'll probably get an activation this time from a gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have it. Alright, 2 and 2. Yeah, they used one of the braids on their minister. They sacked a prospector to braid our minister. Wasn't feeling that play, but that's okay. Alright, do we acquire the Nether Pity Chest? One round to rule them all. Hey, Hodge is online. Nice. Alright, well, we have to mulligan again. We have to keep. We have to keep. I was about to say, depending on what we draw on our first draw step, we'll decide whether we use this Charter Course or not. But we know what we're drawing. Probably should have dumped a Fumigate here. Don't counterspell our bro, please. Our draw's not very good. We need our bro. Oh god, it's brutal. Syncopate. People, stop playing this card. It's so bad. This card is trash. You should not play it. Run it back. Why would you ever show me you're killing it before before I discard? Because all the control deck already running and they're all typically running Gearhulk, which again makes Syncopate bad. If you're playing like an aggro control deck and you're not running, if you're not running Settled Wreckage, you're not running Gearhulk, and you're just like trying to beat people to death with a bunch of wizards or like Crypt Serpents and stuff, then it's the exact type of counterspell you want. But like when, say you have 3 or 4 Gearhulks in your deck and 3 or 4 Settled Wreckages in your deck, so you have like 6 to 8 of a card in your deck. So like a tenth of your deck makes your Syncopate really bad, and like it's only situationally good in the circumstances that it is good, then why would you ever want it? Like, you don't have to play Censor, just play more Negates and more Essence Scatters. Censor's not particularly great out, or we're just not going to beat a Scarab God here. Oh, we might be able to beat a Teferi. I would doubt it. I would say we're too far behind with our mulligan and like our pretty medium draw. By the way, hey Proto, it's been a while since I saw you around. I had to start attacking it with Ministers. Guess I'm just going to attack it. When are you splashing for a counter spell? Basically on the computer 24/7. It's a good place to be. One of my favorite places to be. If he uses a disallow on this, we know we can attack without having to run into a Gearhulk. Pretty sure the white-black decks should not splash at all. Like, their mana's already pretty bad, so why would you want to make their mana even worse? I mean, maybe if we're talking about a different deck, I'm talking about the white-black heart deck. Like the guy, somebody played it on us earlier today. I would say Negate's the counterspell for you if you're wanting a counterspell for this deck. Like, I would argue hard that you just want Negate. There's no chance this opponent doesn't have Gearhulks. There's zero chance, which means Syncopate's a considerably worse card already than any other option you have. And I would also bet he's got Sweepers in this deck too. Yes, yes. Negate's very good right now. It's good versus almost all decks. I think those decks are just better as black-white. I don't think either of them should splash. By blow him out, you mean we still probably lose this game? Like, I don't think it would have affected much. I feel like this game's still pretty over. We'd have got his Gearhulk, he would have still just like played a sweeper or something and got us. We did eternalize Wits. It got disallowed. We have no Wits in our graveyard. just no way this resolves. But if it does resolve, he'll have a cast out or something. Huh. Let's see if we can hit a Champion of Wits, I guess. That's not a Champion of Wits. It's also not a Champion of Wits. Alright, we'll take our Angel begrudgingly. I'm going to make servos with it. Because I refuse to think this thing's actually going to deal combat damage this turn. Yeah, let's see how stupid I am. So opponent has both Settle and Syncopate. Sorry, has both Settle, Gearhulk, and Syncopate. These cards just don't go together. There's times you want Syncopate, but it's 100% not this deck. Also, don't know why you would ever have Supreme Will in your deck, especially if you're not an approach deck. Yeah, but we can't get anything off of our Cascanta that matters anyway. Like, our Cascantas aren't actually particularly very good. Settle and Gearhulk aren't bad. They make Syncopate worse. No, he just has more. He has more removal and stuff. He's not worried about cards like that, in my opinion. We're pretty close to milling ourselves, but go ahead and see if we can get a second one of these in play. Short. I guess I can just get an Angel back, but I'd rather get a Champion. And do nothing. If we had counters, if this was a game 2 situation, we had counter spells, we'd probably be a favorite here, but this is not a game 2 situation, so we are not even close to a favorite. So we're going to go for my favorite strategy here and try to mill him. Wish us luck, because it doesn't happen very often. Also should have threw Charter Course away there and got a land. That was a mistake. Oh, he got rid of our GPG. That sucks for us. Wonder if he heard me say I was going to try to mill him. I got an extra one of our lands tapped. For like just half a second. Short, another counterspell. It's fine. So somebody was asking earlier whether we're a favorite or not versus this deck. As you can tell, game 1 we're obviously, clearly a major underdog. Game 2 and 3 don't get much better. At this point in the game, he should just have a counterspell for every turn in the game. Does he not have it? Don't know if that changes anything, but... Probably have to get Angel of Invention here. if it resolves, so it shouldn't resolve. Like, he's got a flipped Azcanta and everything. Sure. Guess we'll take one of these again. We'll grab Cerbos again. He doesn't have double white this time, does he? Yeah, he doesn't have double white. So we'll go ahead and see if he has a removal spell. Probably has a Vraska's Contempt or something. Which means he has double blue, double white, and double black spells. A moth just attacked me. Get off. Be right back, guys. There's like a moth in my room. Sorry about that. I'm back. What did I miss? Yeah, a moth attacked me. Yeah, I don't know how we win this game. There's 32 cards left in his library. Can I actually mill him? Oh, he just has another Teferi. He left up white mana this time. Wait. Why are you putting that one on top? I don't think that card did much. It's going to take 10, I think. I kind of want to play this. Still chances he's going to let this resolve. I think he'll counterspell this if he has one. I also don't think he actually has one. So if he counterspells this, there's a good chance we can kill the Teferi then. Nope, won't pay it. I guess I'm supposed to take one of these then? Well, I mean, we're at 10 cards. Decking us out isn't hard. It's like kind of hard for me not to be decked out at this point. 2, 3. Another Teferi. Yeah, so that's 3 GPGs. How many refurbishes have we gone through? 1, 2. So there's 1 GPG and 2 refurbishes in the last of my deck. And how good would a negate be right now? We'd just win this game easily if there was a negate in our main deck. I kind of don't want to cast that if I don't have to, so... So we can find a GPG or negate this way. Minister's 3 from the bottom. It's actually important to know. There's a chance that we're going to try to mill him. Like, there's a big chance here that I'm going to try to mill him out. I actually think I am going to try to mill him out. Hold on. BRB again. So I think I'm practically 0% to actually attack with this angel here. So if I'm 0% to attack with the angel, do I even get it? How hard would it be to actually kill him with ministers? Teferi doesn't put itself on top of the deck when we have a Rivulet or a Minister in play. Because we just use our Rivulet or Minister after it's the last card in his deck. I think I'm just going to cast or get the Angel here, and I'm going to attack with them all this time, except for my new Angel. Actually, I'm just going to get servos again, too. He's got another Settled Wreckage, which is pretty good chance at this point. That's fine. I don't really care if he has another Settle. Like, we're basically going to force him to have something like that almost every turn. So we can get our Thing back. Make him have to have another counter spell. I need to double count these. 1, 2. Make sure I'm not overlooking any. 3, 4. So out of GPGs. And then we have 1 refurbish, 2 refurbish. So we have 1 refurbish left on our deck. It's unfortunate. If he's got another, he's got another. Please don't have the third Settle, please. Tap this first, so I'm going to assume that means he doesn't have a settle. I'm glad we didn't go for the Killinghelm or the Millinghelm plan. We probably would not have got there with that. So he's casting a Gearhulk here? What's a Gearhulk here going to do? I'll tip my card I don't care about. This guaranteed gets us a refurbish. I assume he has to counterspell this. I don't have to worry about our clock. I'll win AFK and everything there. I'm just going to play fast. Games 2 and 3 are a lot easier too. Like a counterspell in almost any of these spots is good enough to win most games. He's letting us have a trigger now, which is kind of odd. We're just going to take a Minister here. I'm going to play this too. Kinda don't want to use the Minister on him. Because then he'll get an idea of what I'm trying. If he's got Fumigates, it's going to be really hard for us. Well, we know they have memory. Like, we can see it. They've showed it to us off of an Azcanta. That Field of Rune's brutal. I was really hoping he didn't have a Field of Rune this game. Do not want to shuffle my deck. So unfortunately, don't have the option not to. Like, we've saw memory. So weird time to be doing this. There is if he sees that we start using the Ministers on him, right? Opponent's only got 9 cards left in his library, basically. Doesn't take us getting too lucky to get there. Him getting this card's really good for him. So that card's gone now. Millhelm. He may not have another Gearhulk. He's already used 3. There's no guarantee that he has another Gearhulk. He's probably going to use that on the Minister we have. Unfortunately, I don't think our game plan's going to work. I think he'll probably have to use his Fing this turn. I think we're dead now. All he's got to use is a spell, and there's not a lot we can do about it at this point. We're just trying to catch back up on clocks while we're not conceding. He's got a Fatal Push, but that's fine. We have one more Minister in our deck. Which he may not be accounting for. Do we want that on top of our library? No, we don't. I don't think we actually have an out right now. Yeah, but we have no creatures now. Our problem is we don't have creatures left. All of our creatures are gone. Like, we don't have a single angel anymore. We just don't have anything. So we have to try like this weird mill plan now, but like all 4 of our angels are gone, 3 of our champion of wits are gone, 4 of our ministers are gone. Like, this is the only creature actually in our deck. Which makes it almost impossible to win. Like I said, we're just trying to catch up on clock a little bit now. Like, we can't win this game anymore. We had to go 1 turn too early. Opponent saw what we were going to do. Unfortunately. Doesn't mean we're not going to try to do it again. It just means it's unlikely to happen again. Like, we do have 4 Rivulets and stuff, if we can just, like, somehow hold on with all of the things we have. He's not going to win on time at this rate. I'm definitely going to play faster than him. There's just no way I'm not going to play faster than him from here. I think I was about 1 turn too slow earlier. Yeah, I don't care about that card. There was 1 turn that I didn't use a champion that maybe I should have. But we definitely don't have any outs. Apparently, opponent doesn't realize that we have no creatures in our deck. Because he's still, like, attacking the search for Azcan, or he's still attacking my GPGs, and there's not a target for it in my deck at this point, other than the champion that's in play. He needs to kill this thing. He needs to kill this thing this turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if he'll keep using counterspells on these things then, since he's already shown that he cares about them. We're pretty dead, though. That's our last real creature. There's no target for GPG in our deck. I think I'm actually going to concede. Well, maybe I'm not if he's not going to counterspell that. How many Rivulets are in our deck? I don't remember. Just 2 rivulets, so we literally can't win then? Even if he plays poorly? Yeah, we can't win even if he plays poorly, so we're going to scoop. Well, we're going to scoop after his turn. We're going to go milk our 10 seconds or whatever. Yeah, we physically can't win. Sure wish I didn't have to go AFK there for a little while in that game. Alright, so we're going to bring all of you in. We're going to bring you guys in. We're going to start by getting rid of you. I don't know what else we're supposed to get rid of here. I have no idea how you're actually supposed to sideboard this match. So I'm going to assume we get rid of those. Yeah, not having 4 rivulets seems kind of weird. These hostile deserts seem kind of weird too. I guess theoretically we could have won a game of these, but I just don't see ourselves attacking with this card ever. Let's go get rid of one of these, I guess. You think charts are better than strategic plannings? I've always thought strategic plannings was better because it just gets more things in our graveyard and gives us access to see a 3rd card. Like, I'm not sure that I care too much what we hit. We'll keep it. That's pretty bad, but whatever. The coward split 2 and 2. I think I'm definitely trying to see more, but I could be wrong. Pretty much didn't care what I hit there. It was going to the graveyard. We have so few things to attack with, though. I guess we put one of these in our graveyard. Well, we have our stuff. Maybe he'll tap out. He didn't see a refurbish, so... What's the chance that he has Spell Pierce in his deck? Let's say 0. Wonder if I'm supposed to get servos there. Servos actually do a lot of work there. If we didn't have a Chart a Course and an Angel in our hand, I would have probably did the other. Like how we actually have another counter spell here. Rip. Well, that's a good draw. Chart a Course. Rip. You're not a land. How dare you not be a land, homie? You're also not a land. I didn't take the servos because we had another chart and a counter spell, so I thought we were just gonna like get him. We apparently are not just getting him though. We're apparently just getting God ourselves. to see what he has here. We have this Jace's Defeat, which is kind of good if he needs to use a Teferi. It's pretty good if he has to use a Gearhulk. And we're just dead when he gets to use that spell. Come on, deck. Where's the land at? A white land? That's not a white land. Guess I'm supposed to go ahead and play that so he can't counterspell this. Guess I don't want you, and I don't want... Maybe we should have got servos. I was just blindsided by thinking we were guaranteed getting another angel. I don't know how good that card is here. So we don't actually have a land in our graveyard. Therefore, our hostile desert doesn't do anything. Guess I'm going to play this then. I couldn't Jace Teferi, could I? Wasn't I tapped out, or was I not paying attention? For some reason I thought I was tapped out. I may have just not been paying enough attention. I really thought I was tapped out, though. Okay, Proto says he thinks we were too. So, okay, sweet. I think I was. But I won't swear that I was. I am kind of playing fast. I'm a little worried about the clock, even though we've caught up a minute. We had about the nutsack game, though, and it didn't seem super easy for us. So what do we do going into game 3? I didn't bring in the binding. Somebody earlier said they didn't like the binding here, but I did bring out the cast outs because they're fast effects and they can cycle. Maybe they're right, though. Maybe cast outs are just worse than strategic plannings. I'm cheat. I'm going to go 3 and 2. I still kind of think planning's better than chart. I could be wrong. You could entirely be right about me not being tapped out, but I think I was. I'm not saying that I was. I'm just saying that I think I was. This hand's pretty good. Been nicer if we had an island. Should probably stop playing on my cell phone when we have 6 minutes to play a game that, in theory, could go super long. Are you an island? You're not an island. Homie, don't do that. Why can't you be an island? I don't want an island now, but it's whatever. Play the slowest card in my deck. Gotta deal with resolving its trigger every turn. I think opponent take longer than we did, though. Probably gonna put anything in our graveyard that's not a land. It's just my general plan here. I assume he'll counterspell this if he can. Yep. Maybe I should have kept Chart. I'm just trying to go a little bit too fast. I could definitely see how Chart would have been a good spell there. No, I think I actually want that. That way, in case we hit a counterspell with this, we can hold up counterspell and be a little protected from Teferi. Okay. Guess we're going to take that then if we're worried about Teferi. Our opponent got rid of our slow card to resolve. I'm going to just go ahead and cycle one of these. Don't care about this land. This is probably pretty dumb too. Hey Dong, thanks for the 12 bits, my friend. I was just trying to go really, really fast. I shouldn't even have tapped out there. I should have held up cast out in case he played Teferi. That was pretty bad of me. And because that was so bad of me last turn, I just don't think I'm going to do it this turn. I should be milling myself here too, because more Champion of the Wits gives me, or putting more Champion of the Wits in my graveyard is pretty relevant. So I missed a mill on myself, which could be really, really bad. We're behind a good amount on clock now too. He's almost assuredly going to have a counter spell, so. Make sure it's at least disallow. Sure. At this point, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. Good plays are out the window. Alright, well, we have two of these, so that makes that simple. Let's get our sweet one minister, potentially. I don't know, he's got multiple Forsake the Worldlies. You don't typically see a bunch of those in the deck. That's unfortunate. I just want to cast out that, but... I'm just going to cast this one. Wow. That's unfortunate. It's probably really bad for us, too. It's probably considerably less bad for us. Let's see if he has the Gearhulk. I couldn't mill myself in response. He didn't, the trigger, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the trigger was on the stack. I guess I could have technically still milled myself. trying to go fast, like I said. Well, it wasn't paying enough attention. What's he got now? Torrential Gearhulk for Forsake the Worldly. Wrecks me pretty good. He gets to draw a card for free. Depending upon what he has, we may not be able to kill the Teferi. Yeah, actually not looking at chat at this point. Just going to attack the Teferi with everything. Hopefully we get it. If we don't, we don't. I think it's worth trying, though. Hey, Raw Dog, what's up, man? What do we hit here? We hit random land, so... See what kind of counterspell he has. He's going to have a counterspell or something at this point. It's about guaranteed. Hopefully he doesn't have a bunch of them, though, because like we have another refurbish. We're ahead, or we're behind by like 20-ish seconds, but I feel like we have more clicks in our deck than they have in their deck. If they don't have a counterspell, we jump out to another good lead here. Or if we draw one of our counterspells, we've not hit one this game, so... I guess I'm going to put this and this one in our graveyard. I'm going to attack. I don't care if he has a settle. As long as Moto would give me my lands when I click them, I don't care, that is. When it's going to take me 5 seconds or whatever to click that last land, it gets a little bit frustrating, but... I didn't throw the Angel in our graveyard because I thought there was a good chance that he can get rid of our God's Pharaoh's Gift on this turn. And if he can, I want to be able to cast something. So he got to disallow, so he can't disallow the Angel, though. Which is nice. Let's start with this. Get rid of those. Don't actually get a trigger this turn, but I'm fine with that as well. Maybe he'll disallow it. It'd be pretty bad if he did, but you never know. If he attacks this turn, we can use the Champion of Wits. But he's going to disallow my God Pharaoh's Gift trigger? I don't have a creature in my graveyard, do I? I don't have a creature in my graveyard, and he disallowed that. Oh my god. How good is that? Let's see what opponent has here. Hopefully he just gets a random blue thing. We didn't have a creature, team. We are now ahead on the clock too, by the way, for anybody who cares. Just grabbing the champion for next turn. We've got double Brahim here, so I'm pretty fine with everything that's going to go on. Now we have triple counterspell. I'm just going to counterspell this with one of these. Opponent's just trying to play fast too, I think. Well, the negate should lock it up. We have triple counterspell that we can actually cast right now. Then next turn we can slam a GPG. He can maximum play like 2 spells this turn or something. That's the negate, doesn't do anything. Alright, let's game. As long as we don't time out in the next minute and 24 seconds. And we're ahead on... Not only that, wow, he conceded at a weird spot. Was he dead? I'm too lazy to do the math. I don't know if he died. Yeah, he died. We have another angel in our graveyard. Well, he could have shuffled the angel away though, and like, then he's still just dead on board. Yeah, he's just dead on board. Nice. All right. Well, we figured it out. Those games post board seem pretty good. Yeah, he was dead all sorts of ways. Let's open our pity chest and see what happens. Ooh, a consecrated Sphinx. I remember when these were actually worth money. I remember when reshapes were actually worth money. I don't think either of those cards are worth money anymore. But whatever, we'll throw them in the old binder anyway. We might be pleasantly surprised one day. I have to imagine that they're both just complete bulk, but whatever. Alright, well, we managed to acquire our second pity chest of the night, which feels pretty good. Can't be too upset. We played this deck like trash. We always play this deck like trash. We got attacked by a moth that round, so that's fun. We survived the moth, so I mean that's really fun. It's fun not to die to the moth. Definitely not going to do a third league. It is 4 AM. I have to get my eBay and TCG orders out, and I have to get my videos up on YouTube as well. But we got 2 leagues in, which is a pretty good evening. Alex, it depends on how my regional PTQs go. Sweet. That means we paid for about a chest. If my RPTQ goes well, and by well I mean I don't care whether I win or lose, but like it's going to be the first time I've been on the road for like a really long time. Like if my body handles it well, then I'm probably going to go to nationals as well. If my body does not handle it well, I'm probably never leaving my house again to go more than like a 30-minute drive or something. So it'll all depend upon the RPTQ, how my body handles them. I would like to go though. I would definitely like to go see some people. Who is streaming right now? Hodge is streaming. So Hodge is going to get the host. My RPTQ is team standard, and I think it's going to be even more frustrating because I don't think my teammates are going to test. Heath, you travel somewhere far every weekend. But anyway, I want to thank Dong for the 17 bits. I want to thank Heath and Blade Ogre and... God, why? How am I blanking on this? Heath, Blade Ogre, oh, and Jordan, Curse Catcher, for the subs tonight. Highly appreciate it. And we are going to hop off here. That's cool, Alex. I hope you guys go. Columbus is a pretty nice city. I've always liked it. Anyway, take care, everybody. And go watch Hodge. He's been crushing it with this mono blue deck, so I hope it goes well. I just don't like being in a car for a long time. But anyway, I'm out. Thanks you guys so much.